No, Mom says, that we shouldn't tell Bryce. Tell Bryce what? I ask. We pass a smear of shops and restaurants. It's raining harder now. There's a drought and the ground is thirsty. I usually love the sound of rain hitting the car, but today it makes me feel alone in the back seat. That the kid died, Dad says. Oh, learn to fucking drive. Neil, Mom shouts. What kid? I ask. What's his name? Oliver, Dad says. I gasp. Oliver was the bald boy with freckles in the bed next to Bryce's. When we came to visit yesterday, he told us that he missed his dog and couldn't wait to go home. People go to the hospital to get better. Plus, you're not supposed to die until you're old. Jesus, Neil, Mom says. Now she's just going to tell Bryce. No, she won't, Dad says. He looks at me in the rearview mirror. Hey, Ivy, you can keep a secret, can't you? In the hospital parking lot, I open my Rainbow Bright umbrella. Like the cookies, rain is a special treat that I can't enjoy right now. Hopping over puddles, my ladybug boots, I pass a woman helping an old man with a walker. I follow my parents through the automatic doors and blink hard in the fluorescent lights. It smells like lemons and bleach. People in white coats drift across the shiny floor like moths. In the elevator, I tug the sleeves of my magic red sweater. Well, hello there, Ivy, says Brenda, the nurse at the counter. She has brown skin and a woolly helmet of hair. Hi, I say. Mom nudges me. Do you want a cookie? Brenda thanks me and takes a bite. Did you help your mama make these? Uh-huh, I say. Mom let me hold the electric mixer, mashing sugar and butter. Afterwards, I got to lick the beaters. When did you find the time? Brenda asked Mom. Didn't you just leave here 5 minutes ago? Mom smiles. You're sweet, but really they were super easy. When she turns to me, her face is flat. Ivy, go say hello to your brother, but remember what we talked about in the car. We'll be there in a few minutes. So, how's Bryce doing? Dad asks Brenda. He puts his hand on Mom's shoulder, and she pushes me on. Heading down the hall with my basket of goodies, I pass kids lying in beds wearing hospital gowns. Some look pale and have tubes up their noses. I wonder how sick some of them are, really. I offer cookies to doctors and nurses, but not to the kids because Dad says we don't know what's wrong with them, and cookies might make them worse. I take a deep breath and burst into my brother's room. Aloha, Bryce, I say. He's pale, too, and his mouth is tight, eyes small. The other bed is neatly made. Aloha, Bryce squeezes out the word. This is practice for when we go on vacation to Hawaii. The other day, the big news is our trip, but now the news is Bryce. My best friend Jenny went 100 years ago, back when we were in kindergarten. My family's going over Easter, but now it's only November. We have to wait so long, the island might melt first from burning lava. I want to talk about Oliver, but that would be bad. I drew you a picture, I say, pulling it out of my backpack. I look back at the other bed and shiver. Is that me surfing? I nod. And that's a sea monster? Want a cookie? He shakes his head, and my eyes go wide. This is the first time in the history of forever that Bryce has turned down a treat. It's scarier than the tube in his arm, which is called an IV drip, which is what I'd be if I melted.